They're just they're they've got this essence of humility about them that I absolutely love. It flashes, isn't she? What can the take home be from Nightwish and Romanticide? I think whenever I watch Nightwish, it's so funny how I don't get so caught up in the words and the lyrics. Um, and with most other people that I react to and look at, it's always the lyrics that are the thing that catches me. With Nightwish, it's never that. Um, it's always the performance and the energy. It's the non-words. It's the non-words that really capture me, like the authenticity in the way that those people hold themselves on that stage. Like I had the thought whilst watching that after this, they would probably find themselves in the exact same nightclub that all their fans are in and wouldn't think anything of it. It always almost reminds me of footballers in the 1950s and 60s. They were just normal people who went back to the pub afterwards with the fans. I feel as though Nightwish would be that. There's sort of like they don't. I don't think they put themselves on a higher pedestal with respect to their fellow humans. I think they're they've got this essence of humility about them that I absolutely love. And then the other thing that I noticed for the first time today was just what a show it is. As in like the fire and the lights, and they're all obviously timed with the music, and that music is a bit manic. Like there's a lot going on with that music, and yet the show perfectly matched what was going on with the music. And so it's just a really enjoyable experience watching Nightwish, just seeing their energy and seeing what a show it is. I really enjoy it. With respect to the song, it's hard to make out like what's going on with the lyrics of the song, but it feels like the song, it must be something to do with a relationship, and a relationship not working out, and like there being like real anger about that. It felt like there was real anger about a relationship not working out. And of course, like those feelings, they're tough feelings for people to have. And so, like sometimes when we have relationships that don't work out, and we get like these really intense feelings afterwards, after that we just think, what's the point? And so we just shield ourselves from relationships, because what's the point in exposing ourselves to those feelings at some point again in the future? And then, of course, we live a life that's lonely and sort of isolated, and that's the last thing that we want. And so, to whoever wrote that song, even if I'm totally wrong, if that song is about broken down relationships and the anger, maybe sadness that follows, I would just encourage that people to keep loving and keep trying to love, because I think that's the most important part of what it is to be a human being. All right, thanks for watching my reaction to Nightwish, and I'll catch you next time. So you'll know that I'm a psychologist, and you might know that I've written a few books. There are links in the description. My favorite book of the books that I've written is called The Unbreakable Student, and it is a mental health guide for university or college students between the ages of 18 and 21. But the thing that I'm most proud of is a project called Connect, which is a well-being curriculum, a 250-hour intervention for young people between the ages of 4 and 11, to be delivered by teachers or teaching staff. It's totally free. There's that amount of psychological intervention, totally free. All you've got to do is sign up. You won't be asked for any payment details. You won't be asked to pay anything. It'll take like 2 or 3 minutes to sign up, and all of a sudden you'll have access to this whole curriculum. It's aimed mostly at teachers, teaching staff, head teachers, people in education, but also maybe some parents out there might find some use in gaining access to these materials. I hope you like it.